I'm your host, Logan23. You're joining me for Court of Nightfall, Chapter 20. Your time with Orn is short. You're called back to Castle Viani before long, settling back into your comfy dorm room. The cocktail party for the initiate training trials is soon. Your attendant, Agatha, enters the room, shuffling you in and out of the bathroom to handle your hair and makeup. She throws all manner of clothing on your bed. She's surprisingly gentle, despite being fully armored at all times. The outfit confuses you at first. I'm sorry, this is what? It's a corset, Scarlet. It is to attenuate your waistline and improve your posture. It's very ladylike. And also reduces breathing. You chucklingly put it on your head and draw it tight, dramatically, pretending to suffocate yourself. Hear a clang as the night stifles a laugh. Not so prim and proper all the time, are you, Agatha? Slip it on and then move to select the outfit you'll use for your debut as a prospective initiative and heir of the House of Night. I'll go with something elegant. Where's the corset? Something classic. Again, where's the corset? Something simple. Again, where's... Nothing. Nothing. So, something simple. Why is it seems like her bust shrinks? Like, this one's, like, massive. Like, the more you spend on diamonds, the more massive your bust size is. What? Something simple. These dresses are really something. Where'd you get them? Your grandfather. They were your mother's dresses back when she was your age. She hands you a pair of slightly heeled black shoes. You slip them on. You've already done your hair and makeup. You look amazing, Miss Knight. She bows deeply, then stands holding a jeweled encrusted knife out to you. It's sheathed in a small leg holster to be worn inconspicuously. What? For you, just in case. It's another gift from the Chancellor. I don't... Again, what? No, seriously, what's up with the knife? Why are you giving me a dagger? What kind of party is this? For emergencies, Miss Knight. The initiate trials can be rather dangerous. Your grandfather and I would be remiss if you found yourself unprepared. Something tells me the whole party is part of the trial. All right, I'll take it. You take the knife from her hands and wrap the holster around your right upper thigh. She takes another bow and walks out of the door without a word. Her task completed for now. Wonder if we'll ever see her again. You're not out of the dorm room long before you run into Jax in the hallway. He gives a low whistle. You look stunning. I mean, just wow. You don't look too bad yourself, Squire boy. Laughs and holds his arm forward with a grin. Shall we, Star? You take his arm and walk together to one of the smaller outlying buildings on Castle Viani. Stop in front of a set of double glass doors leading out to the roof. The stars are out in full force. The party is bumping to the sound of dance floor beats. Your legs suddenly feel heavy and wobbly. Maybe it's just nerves, but you're feeling terribly weak. I'll let go and deal with it. Drop Jax's arm and try to look confident as you keep your pace. You've been preparing for this gala for days, and now the time is finally here. You okay, Scarlet? Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this. She's weak? Like I said, it takes a month for that gene mod, and it's only been 6 days. Together, you walk through the double doors and enter the party. The open-air banquet is awe-inspiring. Lights hang from the trees, tables are adorned with beautiful linens and cutlery, and there's all manner of high-class fashions. The whole rooftop turns to face you. Jack steps to the side as a doorman steps forward to introduce you. Introducing Lady Scarlet of House of the Night, initiate prospect to the Four Orders, daughter of Lord Marcus, and Lady Violet, granddaughter to the head Templar Chancellor Forrester. Jesus Christ, that was long. A polite applause surrounds you as you take an appropriate bow. Jax takes your arm again as you descend the steps to the party. You can hear your name in hushed whispers as you walk. You ball your fists. Keep your cool, Star. What should I do? Nothing. They might as well hate me. You take a deep breath and prepare yourself. You walk past the uptight, upper-class party guest without a word. You're sure you hear the word cold, the word impertinent at least once, but you don't spare anyone a passing glance. Don't let them get to you. You spend some time with Jax, admiring the lavish accoutrements and displays. A mysterious man is seated at the table in front of you. He's been staring in your direction for a while now. Jax nods in his direction and pulls you over. Star, this is Falcon. Falcon, this is Scarlet of House Knight. You're both initiate prospects. Jax nods and squeezes your hand. He whispers into your ear, his breath sending a shiver up your back. Good luck. I'll see you later. And with that, he's gone. You watch as the tall, aristocratic man stands from his seat and warmly addresses you. A pleasure to meet you, Scarlet. He gestures to an empty seat at the table, pulling it out for you. Wow, he's a real gentleman. You sit, pulling the chair forward slightly. He sits back down with a smile, pouring a glass of wine. To dull the nerves and make the tedium a bit more pleasant. Thank you. You take a swig of the wine. It's delicious and warms you as you sip. Tell me, where are you from, Miss Knight? I have heard certain rumors. I'll indulge. He seems friendly. I'm from a small town, not far from the outskirts of New York. An interesting story coming from a lady of esteemed knightly heritage. A rural estate? Perhaps a mansion? Not quite, but my home was quite nice in its own way. I'd like to offer my condolences for the loss of your parents. I lost my own parents at a young age, so I know how you must feel. Thank you. Your concern is appreciated. Have you had the opportunity to meet the other prospect? There are 3 of us in total. No, I haven't. The party's only just began. I have a lot more people to chat with. So you do, Scarlet. I suppose that's an apt as goodbye as any. As you turn to leave, the coldness of your reply sinks in, and you feel pangs of remorse. What should I do? Leave his feelings aren't my problem. I'd rather be thinking I'm cold, and I don't want to get too close to competition anyways. You address him from over your shoulder, already half turned to leave. Good luck. He locks eyes with you, a vigor present in his eyes. You shake hands briefly and walk away. Jax arrives from deep within a small crowd, arm extended and ready to escort you to meet the next prospect. Of the 3, only one will become an initiate knight. You walk together towards the balcony to find a young woman dressed in black. Her back is to you as she addresses a few young women, sipping wine and chatting. You find her voice familiar as she tells a story of her success in the hustle and bustle of city life. I bet you I know how to... She turns to face you. She smiles warmly and takes your hand. You freeze, standing motionless as she introduces you. Is that... What? Wait. What? That was one of your 2 friends missing. Everyone, may I introduce Scarlet of House Knight, fellow initiate prospect, and my dearest friend. Brooke? How? How is Brooke alive? What is she doing here? I demand that Jax explains himself. Jax, how long did you know and keep it... You turn to demand answers from Jax, but you see him waving at you as he disappears seamlessly into the action on the dance floor. Man, he's really good at blending in the crowd. Oh, shall we go for a walk then? You walk away from the guests with Brooke, sitting on a stone bench not far from the excitement of the party. You think of a question you're scared to ask. Brooke, I'm so happy you're alive, but I don't even have the words. But where's Ella? Where is your sister? Brooke lets out a deep sigh and regards you with sad eyes. After I was taken, I woke up in total darkness, chained to a wall. The man who took us was Apex, the Zenith trafficker who kidnaps children with powers. He starved us. After a few days, he started to feed us, but only sparingly. He didn't reward us with fresh air for months, and when he did, I learned we were aboard a ship. We were thrown into a fighting pit after he discovered our talents. As a gravier, I was able to win fights without much of an incident. My opponents were not so lucky. One day during combat, I managed to shatter the glass of the arena and escape, but I couldn't find Ella. She'd been missing ever since. Without a word, you embraced Brooke, holding her tight. I'm so sorry, Brooke. I hope she's okay, wherever she is. Enough about me, Scarlet. Tell me about your family. I want to know how your parents are. They're dead. Thanks for asking. Did you not think that you should find your dearest friend? Maybe say hi? Something? Anything? Your heart wrenches. They're gone. Killed in battle. You see worry in her eyes as she hugged you again. Our pain won't stop us, Scarlet. I'm glad we found each other. Now I'm curious. I'll stay silent. You've got questions burning a hole in the back of your head, but you can't help but feel this isn't the best time to ask. Well, how did you get here, then? Were your parents knights too? No. I had nothing when I escaped Apex. Nothing except combat skills I developed in his fighting pits. I managed to brawl my way into knight-only sparring events, and fought my way to the top. There was a kind older woman seeking a tutor for her children, and she saw its potential in me. I soon found out she was the Queen of York. She was kind enough to adopt me after I spent a year in her care. I owe her a lot. Legally, she's my mother now. That means in the courtyard, I should have addressed you as your highness. You're a princess? Your face feels hot as you realize your mistake. Brooke laughs. It's okay. I think rich folk could use a good shock now and again. Your mother, your real mother, is still at home, waiting for you to return, Brooke. Oh, so she turned her back on her mom, too. Whew! Class act friend you got, Scarlet. I know that, but I can't face her. Not without Ella. If she knew I let my sister disappear, or worse, get killed, and that I chose a new family for myself, I'm sure she'd understand. You hear your grandfather's voice in the air above you. It booms across the party like a thunder crack. Welcome to the trial of strength, initiate prospects. As the party winds to a close, you'll be presented with a bow and arrows to prove yourselves. This is the first trial? I thought it was a meet and greet party. Typical orders. We should have seen this coming. You'd better get ready. Falcon will already have started to move. And on that note, bye. Shit. And that's why Agatha slipped me the dagger. She knew it was a surprise test. Well, your grandfather did too. As you scramble to come up with a quick plan of attack, your grandfather's voice booms on. The rules are simple. Hit your opponents with an arrow before you are hit. If you are hit by an arrow, you are eliminated. The last one standing wins. And do not try to die. We could die? I mean, yeah, they're shooting arrows, so yeah. With that, the trial of strength has begun. Good luck. Your thumbs has leaped to your feet. You spin on your heels only to see Falcon, who's geared up during the speech, already positioned behind you, a nocked arrow pointed at your chest. Uh-oh. Dodge. Right. You roll to the right, an arrow slamming hard into the concrete bench as you duck past two other arrows. Could you cool it until I have a bow, please? He laughs, knocking another arrow. A waiter from the party holds out a bow and quiver. You snatch it from him as you rush downstairs and out of the building, deep into a dense trees onto the castle outskirts. You pick up the pace, but Falcon still has his sights on you. You duck behind a tree for cover. You feel sick. Jeez, you'd think he'd be more scared of Brooke. She's the Zenith, after all. You roll onto some nearby bushes and look around. Falcon and Brooke have vanished. What's that sound? You hear some rustling to your right and look up. Perk your ears and hear a low growling sound from the underbrush. That's not good. The beast leaps on top of you, a large hunting wolf with fangs bared. It digs into your right shoulder, and you cry out in pain. Your memory flashes as you remember the knife strapped to your leg, but also you feel the Nephilim hunger rising within you. What should I do? Struggle. You struggle against the wolf, the weight of the beast crushing you underfoot, while the teeth rip at tendons in your shoulder. You cry out in pain as he bites harder, and suddenly, with a large push, throw the wolf backwards into a tree. Stunned, you watch as the beast shakes its head and yelps quietly. It seems just as agitated as before. Wow, am I really that strong now? Glad I'm not dead. You abscond into the woods, hoping to escape before the wolf can regain its senses. Clutching your shoulder, you come across a tall tree. You decide to scale it to get a better look at your surroundings. Despite your wound, your raw power gives you the strength to climb the tree rather quickly. You do feel weaker than you did only moments ago, however. Seems like Niflheim's strength combined with the boost of the gene mod is finally coming in handy. I've got this in the bag. Or wait, why do I feel so woozy? I know this feeling. I've been poisoned. And the way the moonlight is dancing, everything has a red haze. This is bad. And the wine Falcon offered me. That bastard. I feel awful. Puke it out of your system. Let your head slump down, and as gracefully as you can, empty your stomach onto the ground below the tree limbs. It doesn't seem to help. Alright, if ever there was a time to use Murden's training, it's now. Think. Close your eyes and finally call upon the method of Loki. In the room, in your mind, you search. Finally spot a small vase. On an unassuming shelf in it, your lessons with Mirrodin are safely tucked away. One memory in particular jumps out. You remember searching the forest looking for something important. It's the red fairy. That's the poison these symptoms are from, I remember. And I remember the cure too. It's a good night's sleep. Are you... Well, Murden apparently didn't train you well enough. I'm sure there was something else that could help, but I'll just have to count on my gene mod and Niflheim powers to get me through this. Until I have time to rest, I need to stay as focused as possible. You notch an arrow and draw the string taut. You aim your sights down at the bushes below and see both Falcon and Brook skulking around. Falcon looks scared. You see the wolf, more agitated than ever, is pinning him against a nearby tree. Using the last of your strength, you loose your arrow at the wolf. It goes down hard. Brook looks up, sees you in the tree, and fires without hesitation. Her grin is bright and cheery, as if she were still in the middle of the cocktail party. And just like the wolf, you go down hard. Interesting. I can finally rest my voice now. We've completed all of our chapters and choices, or chapters. We've completed all of our chapters and chapters. Thank God. I am so tired. And I need to get some rest. I can see daylight outside my window. Please remember, if you did enjoy the video, to like, share, and subscribe. Head down in the description below, links to social media, our Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. Without further ado, thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for choices later today, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.